So in this video, I'm going to be talking about JavaScript classes in JavaScript. So basically, classes. I like to think of classes as just templates for creating objects. Okay, that's what they have basically. So they allow us to create objects without having to like write down, without just like in a simpler way. So let's say I want to create. So for example, this is how we create a class in JavaScript. Let's say class car, and then we use a keyword known as constructor here to pass in the properties or parameters. And then for this constructor, we're going to pass in the parameters which are going to be the properties. So let me just say name, okay, then comma, name, color, and let me say okay, price. Let's say price. Okay. So then we say this. I'll come back to this keyword. To this. I'll come back to this. Okay, so you say this dot name equals to name this dot color equals to color this dot equals to product. Yeah, so these are going to be the properties of the object that we are going to be creating later on. So for example, if I come down here, I can then create a new object. I can say maybe cons. I can say maybe Ferrari. No, Ferrari. Let's just say Ferrari, and then to create these objects using this class here, I would have to use the keyword known as new. And then this new, I'm going to pass in the properties. I'm going to pass in the name, the color, and then the price. So I'm going to say name is Ferrari. Ferrari. Yeah. I'm going to say the color is let's say black, and then the price. I'm just say any number. Let's say 300,000 euros. So if I come down here and then do something like Ferrari dot name, it's going to then show me. It's going to show me this name. If I also come down and say Ferrari dot color and Ferrari price, it's going to show me for this Ferrari dot name is this Ferrari, this one here. What is going to show me for Ferrari dot color is going to be black. What is going to show me for Ferrari dot price is going to be this string here, $300,000. So what this keyword means basically is that it's referring to this object right here, to the object we're going to create. Okay, so this is referring to this object right here. If I also create another object, let's say Porsche, I'm not sure if that's the correct spelling of Porsche, but let's say Porsche, that this is going to be referring to this Porsche object. Okay, so let me just clear this up. So now if I console log all of this, it's going to show me, you're going to see. Let me just, okay, let me before the rest one, 2, 3. So let me just log the console. Okay, there's an error. The constructor. Okay. I mean, after this new keyword, you are meant to like enter the name of the class. Okay, so that's why I got this error. So let's say new car. So if I clear this and then run this again. Okay, now show me Ferrari. This one black for this, and then $300,000 for this. So in a nutshell, that's how classes work in JavaScript. And all these here are properties. If you want to create methods, all I have to do is just come outside of this constructor function. Okay, let's call it a function, and then let's say something like so for methods you can create something like drive. So basically methods are functions. Okay, Methods are functions. Think of them as functions. But the reason why I call them methods is because they are inside that we use them on objects. We use this type of functions on objects, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So I can say drive, and then I can just do something like console log. Let's say drive Ferrari. Okay, so now here's what I mean. When I said we use them with objects, that's what they're called methods. So we say, so instead of just, when we want to call a normal function, we'll just do, if this was a normal function, just do drive, okay, and then the function will be called. But if I do this now, I'm going to run an error, okay. It said drive is not defined. That's because this drive, I defined this drive under this class A, okay, and that makes it an object, and that makes it a method. So that means we can only use this with object, and for us to call it, we have to do something like Ferrari dot drive, okay. And let me just console log. Let me say console log. Okay, actually I don't need console log because console log is already inside this. It's already inside the method. So if I just do console log again, I'm going to get I am driving a new car, and then after that I'm going to get some undefined. So I'm just going to call it like this: Ferrari dot drive. Okay, you see, I haven't got on the room. Wow. Why is this on the room? Okay, that was a mistake. Let me run the game so you see this time around. So you see, this is the okay, let me call this one. Then run the game. Wow, what's wrong? What's wrong with this? Okay, so I'm showing I am driving my new Ferrari. Okay, so that's a function. That the function is like inside a class known or object known as method. Okay, so that, I think that's the class in nutshell, basically in nutshell. So basically in JavaScript we are dealing with classes most of the times, but we just don't know it. For example, an array. If we, when we define an array and we call, let's say we have an array of let's say animals, and then I say uh, this one here, especially you, and then I have, let's say a line. Okay, just be straight, and then after this line, let's say I just want to create like 3 or 4. I want to create 4 or 5. Let's say I have a leopard. Okay, and then after this, let's say I have a goat. Okay, goat. Okay, and then the last one, let me say we have a chicken, because we all love chicken. I mean, not all of us, most of us love chicken. So let's say this. So this is an array. So let's say I say okay, for example, if I just if I try to consolidate this, I'm going to get back all the animals there. Okay, okay, so let me copy this one. If I run that again, come on, this is so I'm getting right now. I'm getting all the animals. But if I say if we're calling let's say array dot push. Okay, no. Let me make this ugly. Let me just come here and say animals dot push. So what this push does is that it helps us to push another item into an array, and this push is a what I said is a function, but because that's this dot, so that makes it a method. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is that this array that we use most of the times, array that we use in JavaScript, it is also an object. Okay, that is why we're able to call these methods on that on our arrays. Okay, so let me say something like push Okay, this one will have to type. Let me say agenda. Okay, doesn't matter. Um, let's say pig. Okay, and if I console log pig, it's going to show me pig at the end of this. Okay, now showing pig. Okay, so basically, what I'm just trying to tell you is that array is a class or an object usable. We just don't notice that another type of um, object in JavaScript that we often use, but we don't know. But you don't know is an object, is document, is the DOM. Okay, and what is DOM? DOM is basically, you already know what DOM is. DOM is a document object model. Okay, and most times when we do something like document dot get element by ID, okay, we are calling this document object, and then we are calling, even from the name, you know, it's an object, document object model. Okay, and then we are calling this get by element by ID method. We are calling it on it. Okay, so most of the things in JavaScript basically they are objects, and it's actually fun. Okay, I think that's so basically this is JavaScript classes in a nutshell, and I hope this video was helpful. But before I actually click on the video, I want to show you how we can actually create our own method, our own array method. So let me say dot push in this case. So what I can just do is just come here and say something like let me say array. So basically what is funny is that JavaScript allows us to create our own methods. Okay, so for that I'm going to do something like prototype, and then I'm going to give my new method, I'm going to give it a name. So I'm going to say underscore my push in this case, and then I'm going to pass in, I'm going to let them know this is the function, and then just define it. Give this okay. So I can just come here and say something like this, and then basically what this push method does is that it push an item that you give it, it push it into its what is that word now? Is it attached? Let me say is attached that new item that you give it, attach it to the already existing animals. Okay, that's like concatenation. Okay, so what we want to do now is just something like this dot length, okay, is equals to the item that is being passed. Okay, so we do this. So that basically it, and then just do return this. Okay, so basically what this means is that, okay, this actually is talking to this array right here. Okay, so when we say this dot length, we're talking about the last, we're talking about like basically, for example, I think I'll explain better using this. Basically the length of this animal array is 5. Okay, but array, the index starts from 0, so this is 0th item, the first item, second, third, and then the fourth. Okay, so when we say this dot length, this is going to be 5. Okay, it's going to be 5, so it's going to be something like this. Let me write it. It's going to be this, in this case, actually in this case it's going to be this item, 5th item. Okay, so I also like assign this item to the 5th index. And what is the 5th index? Is yet to be created. Okay, it's going to be a new index that to be created. Okay, I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hope you get it there. So if I try to like comment this out and then call my push that I actually called on, I actually created, it's going to work. So I can just do animals dot my push, and then passing let's say, okay, let me speak. Let me use a totally different animal. Let's say bird. Okay, turkey. Let's say turkey. Okay, and then I say console log animals. You're gonna see turkey now. You're gonna see 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah, that is it. So that basically it. And I hope this video was helpful. Thank you, and bye bye.